Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. It's TK from Red Violet CV, a television channel that you can watch on your computer? Is that the future we live in now? It's insane. Anyway, hi everyone. I can't commit to a bit. I crack up too easy. Hi. Today we're playing Fortnite. Hello, gamer. We're playing Fortnite. Why are we playing Fortnite? Well, it's because I've been sponsored by Fortnite. Now, you might be wondering, well, Tim, hasn't there been some recent shit with how sponsored streams are actually supposed to be produced on Twitch? Yeah, I hopefully won't break those rules. I have no idea. I don't know if those rules were actually ever fully instated, but most of the stuff seems to be fine, I think? Because this is all through Stream Elements. Just full transparency on that one. Stream Elements put me in contact with like, they had a promotion up for I imagine most of the people that have accounts with them, and I decided to take the Fortnite sponsorship because I could use $1 or $2. I'm between jobs at the moment. Because last night was my last shift doing overnights. So I'm done. I'm done. I can... Oh, what up, Gil? Hope you're doing well. Tomorrow I should be starting my new job. I should still email them and just be like... So this context on that job is when I first applied and did the interview, they were basically like, yeah, you're hired, fill out all this information. Super cool. I go do that, and on the registration on their website, after filling out, like, you know, my tax info and all that shit, my direct deposit, they mention a start date, and it was like the 26th, and I said, well, I have a shift that day at my current job, so if we could move that date, that would be cool. And then when they emailed me back, it was like, hi, we're HR and management. You weren't actually scheduled. Would July 3rd be okay? And I'm like, I guess. But they haven't contacted me since. I've also been double checking, because they have an app, thank God. The overnight place I was working at literally only had the manual sheet, and they would only update it the week before. So I only had like a week's notice, and by a week I mean like I would be told Friday if I would be working Monday, which is always a great time. So the app is just a nice thing to have because it's like they can easily update it and I don't have to go physically to the place to check. So I've been checking the app periodically. They have not added that date, but it's not too out of the way. It's fairly close. So I don't feel like me going on the bus to show up there for the day of and be like, hey, am I training today? I should be fine. But that's me talking about random shit. You don't care about my real life. You're here to look at the funny goat man. Also, Coffee, thank you for dropping by. Oh, hi, Chi. I mean, okay. Oh, thank you. They're actually going to be making a change. I was, so, I haven't actually told a whole lot of people, although I mentioned it a few times when it was happening. But, like, after I got my tax return, I commissioned a new ref sheet. So, my design is going to be changing slightly. And, I've actually just gotten the update from Hatchet. The beginning sketches on my model are starting. So I'm very excited. But yeah, I altered the horn slightly. In the initial pitch, I was thinking about, like, having 2 broken off horns. But ultimately, I think, like, having the horns there... Yeah, kind of a Hellboy vibe. You see, when I saw this design with, like, the curled horns, I love the curled horns. That's why I picked them initially. I kept having this vision in my head of, like, the horns growing to, like, into my eyes. And then I thought, like, hey, if I was in this scenario, I would probably have those recurring nightmares frequently enough that I would probably want to trim my horns. That was also... Yeah, I know, I couldn't think of a better title. Hi, Stella. But the new design has more, like, typical straight-out goat horns. It has a more modern dress based on an outfit I wear daily. I basically let Hatchet have a bit of free reign with the design. I love horns. I'm gonna have some alts as time goes on. When I get more money, when I can throw more money at artists, I'm gonna work on some alt models and, like, changes to... Oh, you got Thick back! Thick Piss returns! All is well once more. Pieces return to the kingdom. Would have added it to mine if the app I used had horns. Valid. But yeah, I have some plans for... Piss Lord? I also do promise that with my redesign, more emotes are coming. So I know that there's been a few people who have been subscribed who noted that basically the only emote is piss. Well, there's piss and a little MS Paint doodle I did of myself. Oh yeah, the pride emote. I've been meaning to change that because one of my friends pointed out that's actually a little hard to parse. So I might just do RVTV pride, like the little text thing, like my icon. And of course Wink Yahoo, because oh, it was during my Bad Rats stream. I got bored halfway through playing Bad Rats 2. That I decided to just start watching Uh-Oh. And that screen cap came up of Wink doing that face. There's another good image from that that I have saved. Let me just get an image file here. It's meme material, which is why I have to show you. Hi, Gil. Screaming at me. Ah, here it is. So it's this image of the Punisher spraying a child with a super soaker. The Punisher, me, the super soaker, my hyperfixation, the child, my friends. Nobody is enjoying this. Anyway, we're here to play Fortnite. You're here to play You're here to play Fortnite. You're going to play and I'm going to watch. That's how this is going to work, actually. I can see. The way this works, the stream, is I can see into your house. Clean your fucking room. Now let's play the game. I'm throwing some music. I feel so cold. No, yeah, it's also calling myself out. Working makes you depressed. So you can't really get a whole lot done. I recently just, like, brought my dishes down and changed out my garbage. And when the stream ends, I'm going to be doing, like, dishes, full vacuum, like, gotta sit down and actually do stuff. That's the mood, baby. So, I guess I have to sell you guys on Fortnite. I don't know if this is, like, super transparent or not. Oh, there's, like, a top-down RPG thing that's currently free on Epic. It looks interesting. Kind of has, like, a Spyro, like, remastered art style to it. But, the copy that I received talking, like, the stuff talking about, like, the game said, like, remind people about the collaborations and, you know, it's Fortnite. It's Fortnite. Literally everyone has heard of it and has probably played it at least once. So, hey, if you want to jump back in, Optimus Prime's in the game now. She's cute. Jetstream Sam from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is in the game. There's a Lucha character. There's this man who looks like the kind of person that TikTok would be thirsty for. There's, Optimus Prime. There he is. He's in. He made it. Also currently in the item shop is a bunch of stuff. Also, Hive! The Witcher is back with Yennefer and Ciri. John Cena is here. Gender. We've got a gender alert. Speaking of gender alert, this is so cool. Fucking, okay, listen, Fortnite artists, whoever's working on models and stuff, like, I love the detail here. I love the joints, the kind of robotic middle here, the detail there on the heels. The original content they work on. Oh yeah, this is by Amano, the guy who's very famous for working on a lot of the original Final Fantasy art. He just has a character in Fortnite. He drew this. That's as close as we're gonna get to a Final Fantasy collab, which is funny to think about. They got some Marvel content. If you are craving Hulk hands, they're on sale, I believe. Yeah, here they are. You can get the Hulk hands. One of my favorite pickaxes. Hulk is in. They didn't return the Spiders Men, which is kind of sad because I would have bought Miguel after seeing the movie, but he is not here. Implying as if I didn't know who 2099 was before the movie. But also, just now that I have the context of the film, it would be very funny to run around and shoot people and say, this is canon. She thanked the driver on my battle pass till I loud incorrect buzzer. I got you. I always found the tomato design really weird. I mean, I found like most of the food characters that they have in Fortnite weird, but the one thing I find really weird is the femme. The removal of the mustache ruins a lot of the design to me. There's just something about the addition of the mustache that makes it a bit more appealing, I guess. The moment you take it, it's like Mario without a mustache, right? Oh, also, she's cute. Look at she. She's a background character from Save the World. I actually kind of like that a lot of the Save the World packs that you can buy on the PC just include NPCs from Save the World. Also, Anime Penny is really cute. I mean, Penny is really cute, but, like, I don't know. I just don't... It's such a personal preference thing. I do not like the cel-shaded style in Fortnite. I don't think it translates particularly well. So I have copyright music turned off, so here's a silent Gritty as we queue up here. Right foot creep, I'm running with that heater. Some of the anime skins look very Ruby. I'm genuinely surprised there hasn't been a Ruby collab. I mean, Ruby's in, Smite. The goat. Yeah, I bought... So here's the funny thing, right? I bought the skin before I bought Goat Sim. I bought Goat Simulator on a whim because I thought it would be fun for a one-off stream, right? They don't refund you. So, you know, I spent the money, like the V-Bucks, on the goat skin, then bought the game, and like when I jumped onto Fortnite, they were like, hey, you got the skin. I'm like, cool, am I gonna get my $1,200 back? V-Bucks, I should clarify. And no. They might if I, like, email them, but I'm lazy. $1,200 go. It's like $20. Because they do that wonderful thing that free-to-play games do, where they, like, cut the currency in such a way where it's too expensive to buy the cheapest currency. So you have to buy the next one up, and then you have extra. Also, I think they took away the daily login from Save the World, which is how I got most of my V-Bucks. Genuinely, most of the battle passes that I've purchased in the past few seasons have just been from V-Bucks given to me for logging into Save the World. I miss my spinning TK emote. Hi, Parker. Oh yeah, they like won't let you renew until like the very end, right? That's the annoying thing about Prime. I can't renew on my phone. Oh, I'm sorry. I just get the crew for a month pass. I've debated the Fortnite crew because I play it enough. I mostly, every time I talk about Fortnite, I mention that I just mostly play it on Switch. Because when you play on Switch, you just matchmake with other Switch players, or you matchmake with people who are playing on their phone. And I kick their asses. Sexy women and also the battle ass. Valid. I don't know if there's been any, like, big skins that have won me over from the Fortnite crew. Oh, the only time you would see a Switch player on PC is if they are in a crossplay party. That's kind of how they keep things balanced, because otherwise you would stomp them. Too tempted to buy sexy or cute women skins in Fortnite. I literally bought it. So the gun on my back is literally from buying a skin. I only wanted the gun. It's from, like, a Die Hard pastiche. It's like this woman who's, like... She's got, like, the detective badge, but she's also, like, kind of battle damaged. The weird gimmick is that she's barefoot. So I didn't really super feel comfortable buying the skin, but what I loved is that the back bling is just a gun duct taped to your back. I'll show the skin when we get out. Cloak gauntlets? They must have added this recently. Woman feet wear. Hang on, is this... Yeah, it is. I just looked down. This is a lo-fi rendition of the forest theme from Super Mario RPG. Why is your chat censored? Oh, it's... What's going on? Oh, There. Sorry, I gotta move this stuff around. I'm gonna get shot doing this. Let's move it to that corner. Just to remind everybody, this is sponsored. I like having that little thing, because I went to, like, one of those animated GIF, like, text generator websites, and I wanted something that was just clear. Like, hey, I'm declaring it. There's asterisks in chat? That's weird. Oh god, are you fucking for real? Okay, hold on. Turn invisible. Bye. I messed up every part of that encounter. Teabagging me? Fuck you. Alright, hold on. I'll show the skin that I was talking about, because Eva wants to hear it. I don't know why there is so much foot fan service in video games. The running gag is that, you know, Hidetaka Miyazaki loves feet. That's why there's so many barefooted women in Fortnite. Or not Fortnite, in, in Dark Souls. Yes, this character, Flatfoot. She's clearly supposed to be like a Die Hard thing. And yeah, they made her barefoot. Because there's a scene in Die Hard where Bruce Willis is barefoot and runs on glass. But the back bling here is just too good to not have. Although it floats. Coincidentally, I'm on the Millennia struggle right now. I feel you. Fucking Millennia, dude. I beat her on stream, so I hold that up as a point of pride. I beat her with claws. I don't recommend it. There are many better weapons you could use. I do recommend Bloodhound Step. There's also a bunch of videos I was watching that illustrated that, like, fire magic actually ends up being pretty good. I didn't assume she was weak to fire. I did know that she was weak to ice in one of them. So I had the Raptor Claws with ice enchantment. Because I was on Brungle the Punch Mage. The dumbest joke that I refuse to let die. If you see my follower emotes and you see that little blue dude, that's Brungle. Because in Oblivion, you can really get fucked up with character creation. And I made a Dark Elf bright blue. And his whole gimmick in Oblivion was that his build was hand-to-hand combat and magic. So I decided to resurrect him for Elden Ring by making a character that does... It was Dex Int build, basically. I'm a stubborn ass, so I refuse to not try parrying her to death. You can. I've watched a video of a guy doing exclusively parries to kill her. Takes forever. Mostly because, like, the parry timing in Elden Ring is really weird. Like, at least compared to other Souls games. Oh, great. And yeah, no, Eva, we need to play video games more! Bro's already got the rainbow. Got his ass, though. Hey, it's another... Apple. Banana. Banana. Banana rotate faster. Alright, drop that. Stop killing your litter girl boss. Me waking up at 3 a.m. drinking the bottle of water next to my bed. Oh, more. It's fucking good. Taking a fucking sip. I'm at 99. Wait, there's a keg in here. There we go. I trained. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Alright, don't burn the tree down. Doesn't seem to be anybody nearby. Coffee, thank you for the follow. Joining the cool folks here at Red Violet TV. All viewers are entered into a sweepstakes where you can win a Timex watch. Me drinking all the bottles of... Okay, so I used to work at Costco forever ago, and one of the jobs there that was like the one everyone wanted to get assigned was parking lot duty. And that's because when you just work parking lot, all you do is get carts for 8 hours. So it's like the easiest job to do. The one thing that the store would provide you is just a bunch of free bottles of water. And I would go through like a whole pack in a day of like 12 bottles of water. The parking lot is where you see... the parking lot is where you put your dog girl. Because there's no pets allowed in the store. Hey, so is now a funny time to mention I've actually downloaded Aim Labs and I've been trying to get better? It's now a really funny time to mention I've been practicing my aim in aim labs. Those Kirkland hot dogs. Hell yeah. That's the one thing I regret is I didn't eat more in the Costco cafeteria. And the only reason I didn't is they didn't take debit. And I was too lazy to go to an ATM. But down the road from the Costco was a Dairy Queen. So I've made a lot of bad financial decisions. You see, I think it's praxis when you know that you have lactose intolerance and you eat a Blizzard on your lunch break and spend most of your working hours in the bathroom. Is this joke anything? I'm being shot. It's so sad that I have to wait till October, but they're doing as part of their Transformers collab, they're doing a Battle Bus Transformer. Trans. Literally everyone I know who likes Transformers is trans. Me on my way to form her into a trans. Master Chief! Crouch like it would make the shotgun miss. I know. It's so good. Just like, oh, you crouched. Okay. You see that a lot on the Switch version. People will like do that to try to mess up your aim. By the way, look at the coat. Goat ears. Physics. They're floppy. I love that. This skin also makes me want to get a cattle tag as like an accessory for my character. I was actually looking up cattle tag earrings at one point on Etsy. Most of the sellers that I found, like, they were just completely out of stock or whatever. Which is sad. Because I would absolutely love to have, like, a big cattle tag earring. People in the Fortnite crouch at me fights all the time. I'm shooting at you at center mass. Too used to games with no headshots. That's fair. I remembered I played through on stream I played through Outer Worlds, and I purposefully gave myself, like, incredibly low perception, so I never got any headshot modifiers. So I'm used to not shooting for the head. Center mass is always the most logical place to shoot someone. Aside if I liked Outer Worlds. It's not for everyone. I like it, but that's because I'm a huge fan of Obsidian's writing. And I don't know. I'm excited for the second one. But I'm actually a lot more excited for Avowed, which they announced, which is Obsidian doing their fantasy universe, which looks really interesting. Hulk smash. Yeah, I got Hulk hands. Ah. Oh, this thing's got kick. I realized I don't like Obsidian sometimes because I think people hype them up too much and they get mad when people don't like it. I did like Fallout 4 more than New Vegas. You can crucify me. I mean, I understand. You see, the thing with Fallout 4, right, is that objectively, mechanically, it improved on a lot. I think we can all agree that, like, if you were to compare the combat in 3 and New Vegas to 4, 4 is just better, and it's so much nicer to play in a lot of ways. Let's get some bees. Have you played the Fortnite meme song yet? No. But if we win, I'm gonna have to play Chug Jug with you, aren't I? To be fair, in the regard of New Vegas, is that they didn't really have much of a choice on that one. That was all Bethesda. They're basically just working within the engine. I feel like Outer Worlds does a decent job at executing its gameplay style well enough. And I say that as somebody who's only really ever played through it twice. Oh, hi, Lily. But like I said, Avowed is probably going to be decent. Avowed is the fantasy game they announced. I quit in the first 20 minutes, which is sad because I thought I would love it. That's understandable. I basically did 2 playthroughs of Outer Worlds. Before I streamed it, I played it exclusively as a melee character, which was actually a lot of fun. There's a lot of really fun melee weapons in the game. I actually also really like the science weapons, which I think is a neat gimmick, where it's like, hey, you want to do goofy shit? Here's something dedicated to it. Hi. Hello. Cute. There's definitely furries working at Fortnite. Right? Like, Epic Games has employed many furries as artists, haven't they? I don't see why Starfield wouldn't be. Like, listen. Bethesda games are popular for a reason. Bethesda is well remembered for a reason. There's a lot of overexposure, and like Skyrim became a meme, but like at the end of the day, they do make good games. They give the polar bear armpit hair. Hey, yeah, nice. Ooh. Okay, so it's explosive. Gotcha. My only major concerns with Starfield, as wide of a scope as it is just that they haven't talked about the engine. Which I know is not really like what... I feel like people kind of groan and roll their eyes when you watch like a showcase of a video game and they talk about like how many gigashits per terafart the game runs at or whatever. But like, one of the biggest concerns people have about Bethesda titles is that they've been using the same engine since the 2000s, since Morrowind, to make their games. Gonna lurk, but want to say hi. I'm EP. All right. Thanks for dropping in, Lily. Let me give you a quick shout out. Hopefully I don't get shot. Last I checked, you were doing... Yeah, you're doing some MGS. Wait, Lily, did you manage to avoid drowning? I understand why Huey is the worst. I say this with love, Lily. Whoever's idea it was to get you into MGS, ruined your life, I think. Because this is about as deep of a rabbit hole as you can get with, like, Nier, right? This is basically Nier with guns. Quick, before I die. Thank you. All right, bye. I was going the wrong direction, chat. I know. I'm obsessed with fear and hunger right now. Nice. Creation 2 is the engine, I guess. Okay. I think Starfield looks good. And at the end of the day, it's on Game Pass. There's a lot of games that I have played through subscription services, like, just to play them. That was my experience with Anthem, of all things. Back when EA used to have a subscription service, I dropped $15 on a month, and I played through Anthem. I got 100 hours into Anthem, and I can safely say it's fine. I feel like it really would have benefited from its planned Realm Reborn treatment, and I'm sad it never got it. But I also understand the desire to kind of, like, do other stuff with the company than just remake a game. They didn't need it as badly as Square needed a successful Final Fantasy game. But I just loved how chunky, like, the mech suits felt. How satisfying flying around was. Gonna risk opening my broken laptop to resub. Aww. I appreciate it. Oh, God. They turned around! Hi. What was that encounter? Up-a-skee-ba-dee-bee-bee. Rip-a-dee-beep-beep. I was a bad encounter, is what that was. So I technically, I'll be straight up, chat. I didn't buy the battle pass. Not yet, anyway. Just because, I don't know. Not a whole lot is interesting me in this. Although this guy's cool. I actually really dig his design. Even this. But like, I mean, okay. I mean, but I've just been hanging on my V-Pucks just in case there's been something better. I just get everything, not like I'm going to be starving for stars without the battle pass. No, fair. I basically just approach every battle pass with like the same philosophy. What the fuck was that cat thing? It's a recurring character from previous stories of a character named Meowskulls. Where it's a cat with muscles. It's easy just to get to play normally. True. I don't know. The philosophy that I always have is not gonna drop money until I get the shit that I want. Which happened to me today. Because I got a notification telling me, hey, Marvel Snap reminded me, hey, there's only 1 day left on the Spider-Verse collab, or the Spider-Verse season. And I'm like, oh fuck, dude. That's the only, like, premium content I bought from that game so far. For all the hours I put in. I did your Marvel Snap sponsor thingy if it helped. It did help. I did get the payout from it. I just play the game a lot, especially on break at my job, because it's just one of those games that you can do in a minute. But the cards that they added in the Spider-Verse collab interested me. For one, they added Gwen and a couple of interesting variants for Miles and Spider-Man. And I wanted them. But it is appreciated. I should mention that, like, my sponsored content is not mandatory. You don't have to go out and, like, play the games or do the codes. I always kind of feel bad for doing them in the first place, because it feels kind of scummy, I guess, you know? I feel like a sellout. But I already play this game. And since the Raid Shadow Legends stuff, I basically just decided to only do sponsor content for things that I'm actually a customer of or I have tried. Because I can say this now. They're not going to, like, hunt me down for the $100 they paid me. Raid was not a fun game. Not even for a mobile game. At the time, I took the sponsorship because Diablo Immortal had come out, and that was like an absolute travesty of a phone game. And I was just jokingly talking to my Discord like, hey, at least Raid Shadow Legends is better than Diablo Immortal. Oh yeah, they're trying to get new players specifically, which seems dumb. I mean, I get it. But where exactly does Epic think these people are? If people are watching streams or playing video games in general, they have a pretty firm opinion on Fortnite, whether they enjoy it or very much don't. And I feel like getting new players to turn over is not going to be an easy thing. Richer and worse people have sold out. Get that money. Valid. I feel like it's an NDA thing to mention, to clearly not mention when or how much people play. Or how much sponsorships pay out. But I will say that, so far, the payout that they're promising me for this sponsorship is more than I got from Marvel Snap. Which is funny to me, considering that, you know, that's the House of Mouse. They could have sprung for more than $25 US. Fuck your tire. Turnarounds happen. I started playing Fall Guys again after not caring. I need to jump back into that as well. I was very curious about, like, the creator stuff, right? Because people were doing, like, custom maps. I've seen a few meme ones. One of my favorites is somebody recreated Junji Ito's Amigara Fault in Fall Guys. I didn't think about returning players. You were right. Oh, hell yeah. We've got jumps, chat. We're jumping. Ooh, he jumping? My fucking comedic timing, dude. Feels like a full game since the initial launch and the funny woo-woo guys. True. I remember I hopped on for the Halo collab, grinded that until I got the pink cat helmet, and then I just haven't touched it since. I do remember near its release, I really wanted the Portal outfits. I really wanted Atlas and Peabody. But I'll take the cat helmet. Can't believe they arrested Kakashi. The Steam collabs are gone for good. Yeah, I know. It's sad. I also remember at one point I wanted to get back into Rocket League as well, which is another game that's had some years on it. They've done some interesting collabs where they've just randomly added real-life vehicles that are actually pretty sweet. You know, they added the Honda Civic a while back. I think they added the Golf in a recent one. But I actually got really discouraged when I learned that, like, I had my Xbox account. And on that, I had the Warthog. But the way the collab cars work in Rocket League is they don't show up for other people if they're not on that console. So, like, me driving around in the Warthog is just a default car to everyone else playing Rocket League. Which just seems like a shitty thing. Or, it also appears that way to you if you are not on the console. So, like, the Warthog is available on the Xbox version, but because you have cross console accounts, if you equipped it and then went to your account on PC, you would just see the default car. Also, I'm just not very good at Rocket League. I wanted to mess around in it because it's a funny car game. But, like, I am way out of my element playing that. Also, I know that RL is the short form of Rocket League, but just read that as real life hard, which true. Hey, Rhea. I'm warframing my way there. Is Fortnite treating you well? Yeah. Video game. Woo! Woo! It is no longer treating me well. Yeah. I was even willing to tolerate some of the microtransactions that they added when the game was paid for. Because, like, they had a few packs, right? It was for random little vehicles that were kind of cool. Like, you get the DeLorean or the Batmobile or whatever. It's like, yeah, okay. If I really wanted that, I'd go out of my way. But it just got worse. And yeah, no, Fall Guys fell under the same trap. Which is just really sad that, like, a game will be bought out by Fortnite, by Epic, and then they'll be like, no, time to be free. Time to nickel and dime for you for everything. At least I didn't originally buy Fall Guys. I did! It was one of those pandemic games, you know? It was like Among Us. my brother was obsessed with it, and it was like one of the only times we could actually like hang out and play games. They should give you stuff for having bought the game before. I know, that's a... They should reward you for having, like, been there. They don't really do that anymore, and I feel that the most with, Destiny. Because, you know, I did kind of drop like $120 on the deluxe edition of the game when it first launched. Only for literally all of the content that I purchased to be removed from the game unceremoniously. And for all the fans of the game to say, well, it's okay that we removed that content because nobody played it, and also it would make the game 20 gigs. It's not as, like, harsh as I make it sound, but a lot of content did get removed. And also, since going free-to-play, basically, most of the content, most of the stuff that you would originally bought meant nothing. Which is, it's lame. Like, I'm trying to remember how, up to what point I played to. I mean, I was there for a few seasons of Shadow Keep, or whatever. The one where you go to the moon. Then they did the ice expansion. And when that was coming out, I just clocked out. I re-downloaded the game again when like they added a free pack through Epic, and you could do your cross progression. Because like they gave away the 30th anniversary pack, and they gave away all the expansions up to Lightfall for 1 week, and then took it away again. Bungie probably has more money than most other companies right now, and they still pull shit like that. Not to mention all the nickel and diming. But that's enough of me complaining about the state of video games in modern year. I just got burned out on the cycle of Fortnite of basically paying $10 every 3 months for content that should be free. And also just the huge amount of FOMO surrounding, like, not just cosmetics, weapons. Full-on weapon types and categories got removed. Like, or not even removed, but, like, you could only access them from one point in the game. And then they would sunset some weapons. So it's like, the weapons that you would probably like or get into were then essentially taken away. Oh, Parker, 6 months. Thank you so much. 6 months of Prime subs. It is very appreciated. May I, since you mentioned that you were getting onto your broken laptop, may I ask, how bad is it? How bad's the crack? The broken screen? It still looks like the screen, thankfully, and not the display underneath yet. Okay. Definitely the sooner it's tackled, the better. But I know that's not exactly a thing you can easily do. If anything, don't bring it to an Apple store. Just start looking up, like, Apple repair places. And go to an independent place, because they're going to charge you less. And also not try to upsell you on a new MacBook. That is if you want to get it repaired at all. I refuse to spend my money in Fortnite. Yeah. Yeah. I made some exceptions. The goat skin was one of them, which I might email them about. But most of the money that I got, like I said, was from the time I bought Save the World, which came out before Battle Royale. And I had played that for a bit. I actually really liked it. You know, it was like a fun little tower defense game. It had a problem with microtransactions as well. It had loot boxes. It was kind of scummy. But, you know, I still liked it for what it was, like a cute little tower defense game with some resource management built in. Like, the building mechanics and the trap mechanics were actually really fun. It reminded me a lot of Orcs Must Die. That's the closest thing I could compare it to in terms of games. And I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much I technically bought the game twice, because before it got as big as it did and released on, like, the Nintendo Switch and stuff, they never bothered to do cross saves or cross progression. Oh, Parker, thank you for gifting a sub to Coffee. You know I have access to Piss and other emotes eventually, but right now it's Piss. My stepdad will help me figure it out. Otherwise, work's okay considering it's 10 years old. Yeah, fair enough. I can't wait to get my model because of the recent Twitch integration stuff they added to VTube Studio, where like emotes rain down on you when they're used. I saw that on Kiki stream. People have been going to Kiki stream and throwing piss at her. Apparently, my piss emote is the most used emote in her chat. Next to egg. Deleted. I didn't think it would one-shot. This is why it caught me so off guard. Just pop. But yeah, no, I had to buy the game twice because of the saves. Or the... Back in the day, you couldn't do cross-account transfers. So I had to buy Save the World a second time when I got my PC. And as a result, I technically own Save the World twice. But also, the second time I bought Save the World, I liked it enough where I bought one of the higher-end editions. And when I did that, it came with free codes to give to my friends. And I remember playing, like, Save the World with people and really enjoying it. And then, you know, since Battle Royale took over, it kind of fell to the wayside. Not to say that it hasn't been getting updates, because it actually has. It's just, not as frequent. But it's definitely there. And yeah, they just added this gun, I think. Yeah, explosive repeater. Alright, I'm gonna get shot here. I'm gonna go invisible and do my stretch. Ow. That is like the third time I stood up and my headphone cable yanked on my desk. And like, absolutely shredded my ear. I need to cable manage this better. Oh god! Oh god, bees! No! But no, yeah, I did the stretch. Yeah, no, they've added a lot to the Save the World. Big stretch. Or not Save the World, Battle Royal. I win. I'm gonna fucking die. Just making sure all my guns are reloaded here. Oh, I was also doing some window shopping the other day for some new PC parts, because some of mine are a little out of date. Oh, you little bastard! Oh god, oh god! No, please! No, please! Drink faster! Go, 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 go! Go, go, gaga! Go, go, gaga! Up the tree. Ah! Hi! Didn't see you there. Need to gently put away my laptop and start dinner. Have fun. Thanks for dropping by, Parker. It's appreciated as always. It's always you're a wonderful name to see in my chat. Take care of yourself as best you can. On this chill and relaxing Sunday where I just started screaming and going goo goo gaga like a baby. I'll admit, Goo Goo Gaga's a new one for me. I make a lot of weird noises when I'm getting shot at in video games. That's a new one. Looks like she's having fun. Is that Eren Yeager with an All Might action figure? He loves All Might. I don't know who any of the characters are in Attack on Titan. Don't come after me. I don't watch the anime. Just watch the single abridged episode, you're good. My context is the Moonbase Alpha cover of the theme song. And a long time ago when I used to watch Node, which was like Corridor Digital's Let's Play channel, they were all about this Attack on Titan fan game that someone made. And that looked like a good time. Alright. This is how you know this game's a 10 out of 10, though. It's got a fishing minigame. Just absolutely vibing. If I eat one of these, that fills shields too, right? No, it's just thermal. Free dog. It works like this in real life, too. If you just jump on a dog, they'll let you ride them, assuming that you are small enough to ride on top of a dog. I don't know why the keys are unbound. I don't know why that happened. It would take me way too long to rebind them. You can pet the dog. I don't know when they added that, but I'm happy it's there. You know what? Fine. It's bugging me. Keybinds. Riding, sprint. There we go. How did you not notice me? Oh, it's the JoJo character. Give me a soaring jump. She JoJo on my adventure to like bizarre. No, my dog! You're gonna pay. You did pay. But I'm gonna charge you. What the dog do? I had to find it again on my soundboard. I used to have a bass boosted drum. Fuck is it called? Rim shot. I don't know why in my head I wanted to call it a drum fill. That's not what it is. There's gunfire up ahead. I'm not sure where. Just gonna go ahead and steal stuff. Oh, bye. Skibby-deeby! Skibby-deeby-deeby! Fuck. I got roasted. Absolutely roasted and toasted. Hey. So what's going on with you folks? Tell me what's new. What's the vibe these days? Still Melania-ing. You were so valid. Always tired. I feel you. Anytime I'm not working, I'm sleeping. But Tim, are you considering this work? Kinda. Grinding through Forza. It's funny that you're doing that now, Ryu, because a bunch of my friends are now grinding through The Crew since that was on sale. I also kind of want to jump back into Need for Speed, because I unlocked the DeLorean, but I haven't figured out a build I want to do for it yet. Like, I don't know what tier to put it in. I don't know what engine to put in it. But I did get it looking nice. Pick up a game right when people jump to another game. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. That's always the struggle. But yeah, no, The Crew's like $5 right now. It got me to re-download it because I know, Jesus, what's this recoil? Dude! There we go. I know that, Motorfest or whatever is coming out, and that's gonna have, like, you can fully transfer all the cars that you have in The Crew 2 currently to that game. No, yeah, I really like the live events. They're a lot of fun, and it just makes me sad that there's still no bigger parties than 4. That, like, 4 is the cap. Oh, hi. Kind of the mixed car motorcycle racing. Yeah, they got some decent bikes in there. Which is rare for games like that. Last game I did that was PGR 4. Oh, man. I have some fond memories of PGR. Mostly because my brother was really into it at the time. He was a big contributor to the PGR 2 forums back in the early Xbox Live days. He told me about, like, there was this story where Ferrari didn't let you... had, like, a very limited amount of colors you could make the Ferraris in the game. But there was a bug that players were able to do online where they... I don't remember, like, the whole process, but it allowed you to pick any color for the Ferraris. And they had to patch it, and a bunch of people were pissed off in the forums, and a dev had to come in and say, we had to do this for legal reasons. Ferrari was on our asses about it. Because I remember Project Gotham 2. That was like... My PC crashed. What's all this? Oh, it was, like, there was a color changing bug where you could pick any color in PGR 2 for vehicles, and they patched it. And a dev was explaining on the forums that they had to patch it because Ferrari was mad. Because I think PGR 2, I think the cover car was the Enzo. But there was also, I remember the Celine S7 was in that game. I have a lot of nostalgia for the Celine S7, even though it's a terrible car. I had a poster of it that I got at my Scholastic book fair that I have up on my wall. And yeah, no, the Enzo was definitely the one from Gotham Racing 2. I do remember mostly, though, playing a lot of Geometry Wars. That was the game I played the most of on... You think your briefcase full of bees can stop me? You warping away did. Because I don't know where the fuck you went. Also, hi, cat. Good to see you. Where did they go? Genuinely, they just kind of grenaded away. Oh, they're right there. Sick. I don't know why it takes a couple tries to move stuff in my inventory. But it does. Oh, God. Ooh, the fall damage. Okay, now we're good. Just gotta keep moving. I generally like to be within circle range. I tripped. You know, let's change things up a bit. We could be Mr. Chef. Give me Leon Kennedy's knife. Oi. Mr. Peef. Can I change myself before we start? There. There's something about the stippling around the eyes that just makes this look like bags. Like, Gwen is just stressed. She probably is. I got to try Darktide for the first time last night. Oh, hell yeah. What did you think of it? We finally got crossplay. Fuck yeah. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. This was the group, so I had a blast. Hell yeah. I've been meaning to jump back into it for a bit, because there's a few characters I want to level. Like, I got my Ogren maxed, and I decided to start messing around with Zealot. Started with a Psyker. Yeah, I could see that. Did you still get the Vermintide 2 stuff, Kat? So, like, there should have been extra cosmetics. Like, there was a bunch of Warhammer Fantasy tattoos. And I think there was a hairstyle and a hair color. Ah, fair enough. That might have been, like, a pre-order thing. I don't remember. The Skeeby Deeby! I didn't have a gun. I was a thing that they just kind of gave people. Oh yeah, to get the Vermintide crossover Devoted Rejects Pack cosmetics in Darktide, you need to own Vermintide or the sequel. That's it. It will only be unlocked when the game launches on all platforms on November 30th, 2022. So players who own Vermintide or Vermintide 2 on their accounts can instantly use the crossover cosmetics straight from the character creation screen. So it should have added, like, the cosmetics are kind of buried. But what it basically is just, there's a few sets of tattoos that are themed around the characters, but there's also like a couple of eye cosmetics. So you can get flaming eyes, and I think you can get blacked out eyes, like Carillions. And then Carillion and Sienna's hairstyles. I can't prove I own Vermi on the Game Pass version. It doesn't count with Vermintide being on Game Pass too. That's silly. It was something that I was making sure that I got because one of the items in it was you could get a mohawk for Ogren, which was important for me. So now Clunk looks like me. Because, yeah, no, I named my Ogren Clunk. I own Vermi on Steam. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I know. I should have known that because we did play it together. Rip. C or K lunk. C lunk. It's, there's an old image on Tumblr that says, relax, the clunk in the elevator will not hurt you. But they put quotes around clunk. Why does League of Legends have so much lo-fi? What event did they do? I just wanted to listen to music that doesn't get me a copyright strike. My Ogren's Nachos Belgrande. Naturally, one of Kiki's characters is just named Egg. And I distinctly remember, there's a clip on her channel and my channel where we were waiting for somebody in lobby. And in the meantime, you're just kind of standing around. And in the lobby, somehow we gathered a crowd of people walking in circles around Kiki's character, and everyone in global chat just typing egg. Egg. The one seal in the hat in time that just says egg. Egg. Ah! Egg. We taking a big sip. It's cat food. You think that's Minmo? Stay healthy and strong. Does the one designer at Konami who made that random poster in Silent Hill 2 know that he's changed the lives of so many people? Oh, it was Silent Hill 3. For folks unfamiliar, it's Minmo. You have to grow strong and healthy, Minmo. Hello again, old friend. There's just a beauty to the low-res image of the cat. I wish I could read the rest of the writing on it, but I can't. Never got the Yeti shirt. Aw, rip. Hey, wait, no. Hold on. I need this. No! I was gonna do a joke. Anyway, the joke was that I was gonna get on a warthog. Let's go. Speaking of shirts, by the way, I did update my throne. Folks want to check that out, because Fangamer dropped some new Elden Ring merch, and one of them is this really cool-looking Elden Ring long sleeve. Looks like a metal tee. And I kind of love it. I was also very tempted, because they did U2s, which are like Funko Pops for insufferable people, but you can get an Alexander U2's figurine, which looks adorable because it doesn't have a facial expression. Yeah, no, I think about them a lot. If I had more money, I would definitely buy more products from them. I was very tempted by there's a Teen Girl Squad stationery set, which I thought was really cute. And that took me back. But I remember I bought from them a few times. Mostly, I was getting gifts for someone I was dating at the time. I wanted to get, like, the Undertale art book and stuff, but those were sold out at the time. But I ended up grabbing a few... Ah, shit. I have to buy in dollars, and the conversion and shipping is brutal. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I feel that with a lot of things. Like Wraith, one of my partners. I'm drinking Wraith right now. And to get it here from the UK is like $30 shipping, which is not their fault, but it still hurts. But what was I saying? With the couple of things I bought from Fangamer that were really nice is they had a few really well-printed hardcover guides for things like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. And they're beautiful, very well printed, and they have like notebook style things where you can leave notes, and they're just high quality strategy guides basically. And I picked up the Animal Crossing one because it was for New Leaf and it was going out of print and I wanted to secure a copy. And I knew that it would be something the person I was dating at the time would appreciate. It's also why I wanted to get like the Undertale art book, because I knew that they got me into Undertale at the time. There was also a collection of gaming related zines, and they're big into the zine space in my city. I feel like they would have appreciated that as well. But I'm not here to talk about my ex. Just that Fangamer does cool stuff, but it's expensive. And yes, I'm actually like I said, I don't do sponsorships or partnerships with companies that I don't personally try. So I reached out like when I was at 100 followers to Wraith Energy, and they've actually been super supportive. They've rated me multiple times. They've shouted me out. Their discount codes have been really nice. I've talked directly to like the CEOs. They're just chill dudes. But I wanted to make sure, like, before I took on their partnership fully, that I wanted to try the product just to make sure that, like, I'm not selling people something I don't like. I have bought several things from them now. I own a shirt from them now, a beanie. I've went through a few of their different flavors. One of my personal favorites is what I'm drinking right now. It's called Bayside Blast. You can guess from the name what it's trying to emulate, and it literally tastes like that. It's also like the highest caffeine energy powder you can buy, right? Like, I don't know how much G Fuel or Gamer Supps is, but I know they're pretty up there. Wraith is 200 milligrams of caffeine per serving. It's a lot. It's kind of why I'm like this right now. But it's, you know, it's sugar-free, it's vegan, it tastes good. And I have a promo code in my About panels. Same with Alt Customs. They were another company that I reached out to because I really like their products. Alt Customs does... You can get custom keyboards and keycaps and mouse pads. You can, like, put any... You can upload an image and print it on a mouse pad if you wanted to. I'm actually getting mine in the mail soon. I didn't upload an image. I was way too indecisive, but I found one of the images that they sell really appealing. So I'm snagging that. But that's another company that's actually been really chill and supportive. I always love it when groups take the time to, like, reach out to smaller streamers, you know? They're not just like, you have to have a certain amount of followers or release a certain amount of stuff to be able to promote us or to be promoted by us. And I appreciate that. You're my friend now. Alt, A-L-T, customs. So you can get custom colored keycaps. They recently just put out a new keyboard. It's a 65% with a volume wheel. And it's a kind of a smoked clear plastic shell. So LEDs shine through. Been half paying attention and chatting between Melania attempts. You're valid. Listen, Melania deserves your attention, and I'm actually going to fact check if it does have a volume wheel or not. But yeah, no, they do. You can get custom mouse mats and stuff. They just released wall art, and you can actually like upload your own, which is kind of cool. Oh yeah, the new keyboard they just dropped is the T69. Yeah, it does have a volume wheel. So you can see it's clear plastic. You can get your custom switches, your custom caps. I really like that light rose night colorway, actually. Note that this is Canadian. So, you know, your mileage may vary on prices. I wish full-size mechanical keyboards were more accessible. I'm eyeing one right now from a company called Keychron. Keychron. They have a series called like the Q series. And one of the ones I want to buy from them is the Q12. And what's cool about it is it has a left-handed numpad. But they also have the 1800s layout where, you know, they kind of shrink the numpad over a bit. So you have the single unit 0 key. They have a few like full-size keyboard layouts. I'm surprised how many layouts they actually have. I absolutely want to get one of them, and I'll like assemble it on stream because I wanted to get like the bare bones kit and get some switches and get some caps and do a little chill stream where I build my keyboard. The unfortunate part is that those the keyboard package I was looking to pick up, it's like just over 400 Canadian. So that's probably not going to be happening anytime in the immediate future. Yeah, I really like it. Like I said, I was going to go for the bare bones kit and get Gatoron baby kangaroos. Because I really want to try out tactile switches. I felt like I've not given them a fair shake. It's basically been, my first mechanical keyboard ever was Cherry Blues. And I was like, I'm good, actually. And then I immediately went to linears. And I'd never tried tactiles at any point. And I watched a review of the Keychron, or not the Keychron, the Gatoron baby raccoons. And I found another review for the baby kangaroos, which is the tactile variant. And the guy basically said, like, I swear by linears, and this won me over. And that was enough for me to want to grab them. I also recently watched a video Kyra-san put out, the British keyboard man. He got a Keychron Q series and talked about it, and mostly talked about the software and stuff. I think I tried red, blues, and browns on Logitech boards and stores. Yeah. Keyboard I'm currently using is Cherry MX Reds. And I like linears, because it's just very straightforward. But the thing that appeals to me about the idea of a tactile is just that the tactility. And the immediate, like, knowledge of when I hit the activation point of a key. But there was also a point where I was just really obsessed with silence. Like, I wanted the quietest keyboard. Because I was so worried that, like, you could hear... Like, if I... Like, that would be coming through my mic, right? But I gotta get real aggressive. I have a gamer mechanical like steel membrane keyboard with not RGB rainbow backlight. There was a point where I had one of the Razer. They were called like mechanical. And they basically had like tiny little butterfly springs under the membrane so it would click. And it was satisfying in its own way, but it was also very annoying. I did end up passing it off to the person I was dating at the time because I built them a PC and they needed a mouse and keyboard. And the one reason I wanted to give them that keyboard wasn't because I just wanted to hand them off a keyboard I didn't like, but because one of the selling points of that specific keyboard when I bought it was the wrist rest. It had like a really high quality magnetic wrist rest. Specifically not the click, but it being mechanical. Exactly. The operation. The smoothness. Yeah. Nah, clicky switches have never really been super appealing to me. It's been... Like, clicky switches are what I started with because back in the day when they started doing mechanical keyboards as like for gamers trademark, everyone wanted the clickiest, loudest keycaps or key switches. And it's just a quick way to get sick of it. It's like rainbow RGB. I was never like the appeal of it being fully rainbow was not what sold me on like million color RGB. When I saw that at the time, I was like, oh, so I can just program it to be anything. Which was just so refreshing because, like, 9 times out of 10, RGB LEDs, or like just LEDs in general on gaming gear, was either red or blue. And I just really wanted green LEDs for things at the time. Now I just want solid white, which is surprisingly hard to find as well. God damn it. One of the actual, like, super cool features, though, was, on that Razer keyboard that I mentioned with the weird clicky switches, it had an RGB profile that would, like, pull colors from your desktop. And it would basically just be an extension of whatever was on your desktop and, like, spreading that color forward, which was kind of neat. Man, I wish I had that skin. I love Robot. I also kind of liked the gimmick of RGB keyboards or whatever having sync up to gaming. Like, they had dedicated profiles to specific games. So, like, certain keys would glow. You would have glowing on, like, cooldowns. That was neat. Full sizes being more available is more a mechanical keyboard market problem. Absolutely. Well, you know what I think it is, too, is that it's probably cheaper to make small boards. And they know... like... even on Keychron's website, you can get different layouts that are cheaper. The other one I was looking at from them was an Alice layout, which is the split. But I figured if I was going to be buying a new keyboard, I would really want all the keys, because I miss them. My current keyboard's 65, which is, you know, alphanumeric and the number, and the arrow keys. And having to do a function command for F keys in games that use the F keys a lot, like for quick save, quick load, sucks. There's always been a bunch of, like, random keyboard, like, layouts that I've always been fascinated by. One of them is... it's called the Vortex Vibe. I don't know if they still make it. It's on mechanicalkeyboards.com. But if you, like, look up Vortex Vibe keyboard, it's, like, a full keyboard except for the F key row. Which I thought was actually kind of cool. Raptor Chief. Jesus! You know what? I'm going back to the GOAT. Ever since I switched to Master Chief, I've been losing. Unfortunate. Ah! There we go. I want to have full size and a macro pad. That's what's been nice about having the Stream Deck. My only issue is that, like, I haven't been able to justify the amount of keys on it. Like, I keep trying to think of more functionality to add to it, and I can't. Oh, this is a vibe. Sorry, I got very excited. This is Balam Garden from Final Fantasy VIII. I kind of just want to build my own, even though I could afford one. I understand. I get that. I was actually looking up dedicated macro pads before I bought my Stream Deck. I mean, the thing that sold me on the Stream Deck is when I went in to, like, it was one of my last days working a Christmas season, like, holiday job. And near where I worked was a computer hardware store. And I was window shopping and saw that they had one for $40 cheaper than Amazon did at the time. And I was like, fine. This is the world telling me I should just get it. But, like, I was reviewing macro pads. You can get a bunch of them with, like, different key amounts, volume wheels, and, like, other adjusters. And they're all good. But they're all just as expensive, and then you'd have to configure it in, like, a dedicated macro software, and I'm lazy. It also is just a happy coincidence that this Stream Deck happens to be compatible with a lot of software that I use on a daily basis. Like, I've got my little Twitch thing where I can actually hit the buttons on it to cycle through scenes. I've got my view count. I can press a button to play an ad. The only thing that's kind of unfortunate at the moment is the Twitch integration needs an update because there's still no shield mode button, which would be nice just in case. But there's also a dedicated Spotify commands, so I could change tracks, lower volume. Project called Deej that lets you control audio on a per application basis using potentiometers. Very interesting. I think we need to bring back weird PCI cards. I was actually looking some up today because when I was window shopping for some PC upgrades, I wanted... So, like, my current situation, I actually reviewed some... Fuck. I reviewed some motherboards and some new processors. Unless I'm willing to upgrade to, like, the latest generation, like the 7000 series Ryzens, most of the existing CPUs are just, like, very incremental like performance increases compared to the one I currently have. But if I switched to a higher end chipset, god damn it. If I switched to a higher end chipset, I would be better off performance-wise. So I'm keeping my eye out on some good chipsets. Like the B550 chipset specifically. Because that has PCIe 4.0, which my current one does not. I have a B450 and that does not have that. And I want to utilize PCI Express 4.0 for the next graphics card that I get, which is nearly completely funded, by the way, on my throne. Thank you to everybody who sent in money. But the reason that I'm bringing all this up is because, like, a bunch of the motherboards that I was looking at, I was worried that they weren't going to have enough USB. So I started looking up PCI cards that had USB. And there's a lot of terrible ones. And then it just got me thinking about, like, PCI Express cards that are just ridiculous, right? Like, I found a bunch that were, you know, USB hubs, so like 4 or 5 USB 3.0 and a couple of USB-C. And I don't really know how good they are. I think mine is a B550. I could be wrong. There's a good chance it might be. I ended up getting the 450 because when I did, the 550 wasn't out at the time, and it's what I could afford. But the new one that I'm looking, like the B550 that I'm looking at, is actually kind of exciting because it has a dedicated heatsink for an M.2 slot, and I'm looking at getting just... My initial plan was going to be to get an M.2 drive and then a large capacity SSD, which is what I currently run with. But instead... Oh, nice. Instead, what I'm going to do is just get a big fucking M.2 SSD. I'm going to get a 2 terabyte. And just call it there. And if I need more storage immediately, I'll look into a hard disk for something like 4 terabyte or something like that. Because considering my current PC storage, my boot drive is 128 gigs, and I have a 1 terabyte SSD. And I've not managed to fill the SSD, but I have managed to fill the 128 gig M.2 drive. So just getting one big old boot drive should solve that problem. And if I need more storage, then the new motherboard I was looking at also has 2 M.2 slots. So I could just get another one. I still don't have a gun. There. Woo! Fucking hell. It's not hard to do when it's the boot drive and running Windows. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, the other thing I need to make sure is that I'm not booting up in compatibility mode, and that I'm using the new standards, so that way I can take advantage of BAR for running the graphics a bit more efficiently. But it is funny to see, like, the difference between CPU generations and GPUs. Because I looked up, comparing my current one, the GTX 1070, to the card on my throne, which is a RTX 7600, which came out in, like, February. Comparing the two, it's like a 50... Hold on, I'll actually go to the... I just look at user benchmark, right? 296%. Right? Well, that's the 1050. No, what I want to compare to is the 1070. 45%. Still. If I go to CPUs and I go to my current CPU, the Ryzen 5 3600, and I compare it to... Okay, so never mind. Oh, no, okay, 28% for the 7th gen. The only real reason I don't want to go up to the 7th gen, the AM5 slot, is because then I would want to buy... DDR5 RAM, and I don't want to do that because I recently just bought 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. Oh, that's the other nice thing about B550 is that has higher RAM speed support, so it might actually be able to run my RAM at full speed, which is a novel concept. I was also looking at getting a liquid cooling for my CPU because I found a Cooler Master one that's like 100 Canadian. And also, my current CPU cooler is actually pretty good. It's the classic standby, the Cooler Master Hyper 212. But since I installed 4 RAM sticks, I had to swap the fan to the other side. And I don't think it's designed to be like that, and I worry that its performance is tanked as a result. And rather than just, like, trying to figure out what cooler would go best with 4 sticks of RAM, I'm just going to get a water cooler. I already have 2 completely mismatched RAM sticks that are already not high speed, so high speed support is kind of irrelevant. Absolutely valid. I literally bought like the slowest set of 16 gigabytes of DDR4 when I first built my PC. They were slow enough that they didn't even make a second set, which was what I was planning on like getting. Like just instead of like buying 2 sticks at 16 gigs now, so I can just get another set of 2x8 when I can afford it. Then they just stopped manufacturing the Kingston RAM that I had, so I decided to throw up some Corsair Vengeance memory on my wish list on my throne, and Burnt Revenant, a very good friend of the channel, bought it for me because they're very generous. And when I got a paycheck later down the line, I bought a second set, so that way I had 4 sticks at that point. No, yeah, I'm lucky to have the fans that I do and the support that I do. You're all genuinely wonderful. Even if you don't buy anything, even being here means a lot to me. I'm not going to sit here and, like, farm you all for money or for things. I say as, you know, I look at the big sponsored letters on the screen there. I'm also trying not to brag about, like, yeah, no, I've got fans who buy me stuff. Like, no, I don't ask for this. And I get it anyway, and it's very sweet, and I appreciate it. And like I said, just every view helps. Opportunity is an opportunity. Yeah, exactly. Why am I up this high? I don't have anything long range. What am I doing? Embeds in the least channels, sirs. I thought I'd pop in. I appreciate it, genuinely. I'm out of money. I have 2 gold in this game. I want to try streaming too, but there's some hoops to jump through, though. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's so easy for people in positions like mine to just be like, yeah, just start streaming, do whatever. Who cares? But, like, it's not that simple. I will say, though, like, you don't have to stress about everything being perfect. I did, but you don't have to. Like, worrying about making everything perfect is definitely going to hurt streaming in the long run. You know, ask me how I know and all that jazz. But the key is just to do something that you enjoy and have fun with, right? If you ain't having fun, then why do it? In terms of, like, the overall setup, like, you know, like I said, I have a graphics card from 2016 and a baseline Ryzen 5. As long as you can get the games running relatively smoothly and hopefully the internet cooperates, then it all just kind of clicks into place. And if you don't mind playing games in a window, you can get away with doing a decent amount graphics-wise. Shit. Shit. Stop it. Hey, 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 hey. But really, it's one of those things where I just say, fucking start. Just do it. The trickiest thing is definitely going to be figuring out times when you can. That was always the hardest thing when I was juggling, like when I started and I was juggling my job at the drugstore. Was like, when do I have free? When can I fit in a stream or two? It's also worth, you know, checking in with your own mental health and whether or not you can handle assembling a schedule and sticking to it. You don't have to. People appreciate the consistency, but it's not an immediate requirement to being a good streamer, you know? Just stream whenever, play whatever. Bigger issues, mostly privacy and the brain stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, those are huge. That's kind of what I love about VTubing. Is that it gives you a sense of safety, a character to hide behind. But also, it lets you express yourself in ways you otherwise probably wouldn't be able to. In terms of the dealing with the mental, straight up, it's something I struggle with every day. Sometimes it's hard to get over that hurdle, and I'm not going to pretend like it's something you can easily stop, right? It took a pandemic to get me to stream, you know? Oh, living situation privacy. That's fair. Honestly, I'm also in the same boat. I live at home. My doors are wide open at the moment because they're on vacation for the long weekend. But the trickiest thing when trying to do it in a situation like that is really just like controlling audio. If you live with other people, you kind of know when they're up and how loud to be / not be. It also varies if they let you close your door or not. I actually remember there was a point in my life living here that I was not allowed to have my door closed ever. Not just like, you know, when you have a girl over or whatever, but like just at all. So in terms of that kind of privacy, I get it. Hey, that was when I was like 12. That was a very long time ago. I'm an old man. And if you're wondering why I'm an old man and still live at home, it's because I live in a city where rent is expensive. I currently share a bedroom and a PC with my sibling. That is definitely a tricky bit to navigate. I don't have a whole lot of advice for if you share a room. That's not really something that I've encountered personally, but you know how to navigate that better than I would. And it definitely makes streaming tricky, for sure. But hey, in terms of the other bits of advice, it's just chase that. Do it, love it. I got into streaming because I mean, I was always a big Let's Play watcher back in the day. And that's always something I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of provide people with the same kind of comfort, for lack of a better term. That kind of comfort that you get from watching you know, a streamer, a let's player playing a game that they like, that you like as well. And I wanted to provide that. I should have switched to shotgun. I just like sharing my gaming and want to hang out and entertain. That's exactly why I do it as well. That's the big inspiration that I fall back to, is just like, yeah, in high school I watched a lot of Let's Play channels and wanted to do that. I remember like getting my friends together and playing a bunch of games and recording it on Fraps on my terrible, like, hand-me-down pieces PC, recording some 720p gameplay of me and my friends killing each other in Magicka. But, like, the push to actually stream came from watching my friends and, like, meeting people. Like, Lily was a huge inspiration for me. That's not a joke. I also had a few friends that used to stream, but now they don't, and it kind of makes me sad. There were a couple, Rye and Hook. They did a stream together called Four Tails Funhouse, where they would, they would play point and clicks together. I watched them play through Sam and Max. They used to do a lot of streams, but they kind of, it wore them down. But they were definitely a group of people that got me wanting to stream, and I streamed a lot with them back in the day. There's some old Sea of Thieves Let's Plays on my VODs channel with them and things like that. I was also just seeing a bunch of friends jumping into streaming during the pandemic and realizing that, like, I can just do it. I can just start, you know? I'm a god. Give it a shot one of these days. You absolutely should, Aldrich. I mean, you are an amazing gamer. My inspirations are my streamer friends. Yeah, no, same. I'm still inspired by them every day. Big shout out again to Lily, Trans Queen Assault, to Fawnin, Kiki Sensho. Rarnix, that's another one. I'm gonna sit here and I'm just gonna name a bunch of streamers you should be watching instead. I've been getting on call with a friend while she streams just to get used to being on air. Hey, that helps. That is definitely a tricky hurdle sometimes, you know? I'm worried now, Gil. Oh, nice. That's always good. Nice to have a bit extra. I'm guessing it means you're going to commission some art. Aw. Well, thank you for gifting a sub. To Kat. It's super appreciated. That's a bot. That has to be. What the hell was that? Got way too much money as is. I can afford a little light spending on myself. Absolutely. As you should. What is life without little treats? Little pleasures. Pleasures. Oh, nice. The fuck? Activate crystal. Oh, Optimus Prime is talking to me. I'll go food now. Enjoy fording night. All right. Thanks for hanging out, Coffee. I do appreciate it. Bios taken from Counter-Strike Condition Zero is inflammation. I'm so bad. I think I got another match or two in me before I call it. I got a lot of work to do in the house. I remember I actually played a lot of Counter-Strike Condition Zero back in the day. I loved the story mode. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. So I haven't even been paying attention to the quests. Whoa. That was very loud for me. Yippee jump scare. Woo! I lived, bitch. Autism creature wings, yeah. Alright. Now we just take a little sip. I mean, it's technically IRL slurp juice. It is bright blue, and it tastes like Baja Blast, which I imagine slurp juice tastes like. Which I use promo code tim.k. for 10% off your purchase of legally distinct Baja Blast, Bayside Blast from Wraith Esports Energy. You could also get Gamer Bathwater, which I haven't tried yet, but is supposed to be pretty good. I also got a couple sampler packs of something called Colt Cola, which literally tastes like Coke bottle candies, and Sour Apple, which is really good, very sour. Why am I aiming down sights? Fuck, that was a stupid encounter. From beginning to end. Yeah, I know, somehow. Somehow I won that. If you come here for gameplay, I'm so sorry. I'm not good at the games. That was LeBron James? You just toss the flare gun. Okay. It's that pop-up choices. Fortnite has turned into a roguelike. Yeah, as you play, you actually get a couple of abilities that you can pick from. Most of them apply to weapons. Or your character. So I regenerate health now when I get covered in mud. And I can do this. They're fully random. Some of them also include, like, you instantly get weapons in your inventory. Or, like I said, you perform better with certain weapons, like they reload faster, etc., etc. Neat little mechanic. Speaking of games adding roguelike elements, though, I am probably considering at one point to stream The Division, a game that I play a lot off-stream, that I wanted to stream on-stream because they added a... Ah, God, I'm talking! Because they added a Battle Royale mode. Or not Battle Royale mode, they had one. No, they added a roguelike called Descent. And I figured it'd be fun to get that on stream once or twice. And you can hear me nerd out about guns. Because that's one of my hyperfixations is guns for some reason. There should be more donkey streamers. Shout out to Paula Brady. She is a donkey streamer. Donkey. Gonna go for a long drop. This might be my last match here, and I'll send you off to other cool folks who might be streaming. And I'm gonna get some dishes done, and vacuum, and perhaps lie down. So let's get the dub on this one. Are you having fun with the farts? Yeah. Carry on. Don't forget to check out my Fortnite link in the description. Sad fart. What if I just destroyed this whole tower? Pass gas out of depression. Yeah. Call that irritable scowl syndrome. It's Goku. I'm gonna shoot Goku. I shot Goku. I feel a little bad. All right, what do I got? Shotguns reload faster, sure. I could have aimed better. All right, let's go kill this guy. Boing. Boing. Huh. Alright. I'll take that. Where is this boy? Where is this boy hiding? Right there. You stole my fucking horse. Jerk. Stole your horse like it was Skyrim. Just looking at the map, yeah, I will probably want to start getting closer to the middle. Ooh, make it. Oh! That's my favorite satyr. Oh, what up, Vince? I'm doing pretty good. On my last game of the night. Evening. Afternoon, whatever. Absolutely vibing. I needed that. What I actually find really funny about the character design of the goat, right, is it's basically the opposite of me. Because it's goat bits on the top half, and I'm goat bits on the bottom. All right, let's go to that floaty island. Woo! Together you got a whole goat. Exactly. Woo! I've been murdering a lot of people just here. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get some unwanted attention. Shit. Rip. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there, though. Just as a quick reminder, exclamation point, Fortnite. If you are new or returning, click the link, get a couple levels, support me. Not mandatory, but it's nice. I'll mention thank you to everybody for hanging out. Thank you again to Aldrich for being here, for all of you for being here. But I want to name check Aldrich because very good being good mod as well. I don't give you enough credit as a mod. You've been a very good mod. Like a Fall Guy meme. Yeah. I've got some friends who are live. You want to see somebody do really good at Splatoon? You should check out my friend Eva Heresy. Absolutely slapping it at the Squid Game, not that game. But yeah, no, go say hi. I'm going to tidy up the house like a good boy. Have a good night, or else I have to take a break between streams, so there's not going to be a stream tomorrow, but there will be one Tuesday of more Fortnite. Wednesday is going to be tabletop, more Monster of the Week, and the rest of the week we're gonna figure it out. But in the meantime, hey, check out Eva, say hi, and have a good night.